watching that clip was really emotional and
really
bringing it all
emotional
back.
watching it back.
Yeah.
And I said I wasn't going to cry, but seeing it again, you know, particularly how I was feeling at the time, because that was just before the operation, and obviously I've had it now. And
when was the operation?
7 weeks ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It's healed amazingly, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Yeah,
you must have been really worried that you'd be left with a terrible scar.
Yeah, terrified, because I'd had a previous treatment in the hope that I would never have to have surgery, but unfortunately it came back.
And this was this the third time it had come back?
Yeah, third time,
The first time you found out, was it 11 years ago?
Yes.
And in that period, you've actually been repeatedly having different skin concerns and having to have things taken away, and twice the cancer's come back. Do you think that this is hopefully it for now, or do you feel that it might come back?
Well, in this particular place, the first time 11 years ago, I had it on my chest. And I've had several ones treated on my chest, and then it came on my face. And that's been the worst one. Anywhere else I can deal with, you know, you just get on with the treatment. But
most people think of it as moles. These weren't moles, were they?
No, this is basal cell carcinoma, which is actually the most prevalent one. Yeah.
How did it manifest itself in the beginning? Did you think you had a bit of eczema or a sore patch?
I did, but I was working with my business partner had had skin cancer.
Yeah.
And I had this sore on my chest that wouldn't heal. And it just looked a bit like eczema, or sometimes it looked shiny like a scar. And she said, oh, I think you should get that checked out. And that's when I went. And had I not known her, I would have probably thought...
Just live with it.
Yeah, it's something that's there. And then over time, it becomes something that's always been there.
Rachel, has this made you check out your skin?
I do, because, I mean, we shared the same holidays together. We did everything, you know, and back then we weren't as educated as we are now. No. And I just feel there's no excuse now for people burning their skin.
And you went on sunbeds, did you?
I did go on sunbeds, not as much as Katie. But yeah, we were very much the oil.
We all did it all those years ago because we didn't realise the dangers. But obviously,
the thing is, Linda, they still do. I've got nieces and nephews and that still do.
Oh, no.
So, I mean, skin cancer is the most common cancer in the UK, you know, and especially with young adults. There is no excuse now. The skin is our largest organ, and we're going out there and we're burning it. You're doing irreparable damage.
Skin, you know, do you think that these sunbeds machines should even exist?
No.
I mean, how do you feel about sunbeds?
In our opinion, no.
Fake tans are so good.
Yeah, they are.
I remember going on a sunbed and actually smelling my skin burning when I got off the sunbed. That's how bad they were for you. But in all those years ago, we didn't know the dangers of it.
I think in places like Australia, where they're so aware, the sun is so much brighter, and they're so aware of skin cancer, and because I've worked there and I've gone there regularly, I've become so aware. And, of course, I walk a lot, and I'm out in the open air playing tennis and walking. I've had my skin checked every year for quite a few years now, and every time I go, you know how you get obsessed, don't you?
I know.
And it's never the bit...
But they actually say those people that especially burnt their skin when they were younger to check every month, not just once yearly. Check yourself, you know. It could be anything. I mean, particularly what Katie had was slow growing, and, you know, it might be something
and
that comes
also,
over time.
when it came back this time, it came back on your face.
Yes, yeah.
Which for you was so traumatic as well, wasn't it?
It was deeper than they thought it was as well, which is why surgery was my only option this time.
Did it come back really quickly? I mean, I know that sounds like a silly question, but did you start to notice differences and they were happening really slowly? Or was it something, you know, you woke up one day and saw straight away?
Sorry, Stacey, is that how it first started? So just that little red mark?
Just that little red mark.
You'd think it was just a little pimple, wouldn't you?
So many people would just ignore it and just get annoyed.
Well, we've got another still actually that's quite graphic of is this? It's coming up now, just to warn you.
Oh my God!
And that's so is that after the op?
That's no, that was during a treatment 2.5 years ago. So that was a different treatment. The treatment I was using to try and avoid surgery. Because although it looked fairly gruesome, and that was only halfway through the treatment, and I had it on my chest
bigger, didn't it?
at the same time, but I can't remember what I was saying now.
So it's a topical treatment you were using but on the skin, and it was more aggressive than the treatment that you had in surgery.
And then it came back 2 years later.
But amazing what they've done.
Yes.
Because it looks fabulous. You know, and it saved your life. And I suppose being twins, you've really obviously are close anyway on a completely different level.
Very
so
close.
you kind of have been able to go through the whole thing together? I mean, it must have massively affected you as well.
I mean, I was devastated. We knew that Kay's was not life-threatening, but, you know, just to have your sister call you and say, you know, I'm terrified. She'd already had the treatment with the cream, which was horrendous for you, wasn't
horrific,
it?
yeah.
And I know, obviously, cancer to us, we lost our mum through breast cancer and our grandmother. Just hearing the C word to us is terrifying, no matter what's in front of it. So when she called me, I was devastated, and I wish, you know, I mean, we're twins, but I always feel there's one twin that's maybe a little stronger
Yeah, you
than
said
the
you're
other.
the bossy one.
Yeah, and I wish I could have taken it away from her, you know.
Yeah.
But the only thing I could do was be there for her. And
But we live in different countries, so that's difficult, because I live in Gibraltar.